Germany that the reform was launched.
But I mean, why do that when Germany was pretty much a Catholic country at that time, and through the World Council of Churches the Rockefeller set up, most of the Protestant churches are New World Order now. I mean, because you're going back to the Jesuit stealth mode.
Right. Now, that's a very good question, and I wish I had a more detailed answer for you. I think there's something to the doctrine. If you study the Jesuits in history, they were always known for their revenge, and that they would not stop until they got vengeance on whoever it was that had opposed them. And this is why John Adams says in his quote, he says that all the monarchs of Europe trembled in fear over the idea of Jesuit assassination. Because if you cross these guys, they didn't care how long it took. It could take a year, 5 years, 10 years. They would come after you, and they would find a way to get you. One of the popes that suppressed them signed a bull, of eternal, excommunication for the Jesuits.
Yeah, that's another issue. Why did the Catholic Church go after the Jesuits? So are you saying it's more the Jesuits than just the Catholic Church? I mean, it's so complex.
It is. The way that I see it, there's a medal that they, a medal that they strike in Rome, or at least in the 19th century, where you have the Pope sitting up on a high altar in St. Peter's, and all these cardinals kneeling down in front of him. And there's a Latin phrase that says, whom they create, they adore. Okay? Crem creant adorant. Who they create, they adore. The Jesuits, if you read their writings, they believe the Pope is kind of like their idol. Okay, just as a man would take a chisel and carve out an idol from stone and then set it up on an altar, that's what the Pope is for them. They create him, they put him up on an altar, and he's got to be the Pope that they want him to be.
So it's a figurehead. It's an organizational structure.
Exactly.
Around which the power behind the throne builds its system. Well, there's no doubt that Rome is deeply behind the EU. No doubt it's calling for a new world order. And just hardcore info. Stay with us, Chris Pinto.
Hounded by debt collectors with phone calls and letters? Thinking of calling a debt relief company? Don't. Greedy lawyers and debt companies charge thousands. Why pay when you can get their solution absolutely free with New York Times best-selling author Herb Kay's #1 debt secret, the how-to on stopping the calls without paying the debt companies. Yes, free for a very limited time. Here's Herb Kay.
Don't get ripped off by credit repair companies when I can give you the information you need to do it yourself for free.
Herb K. was right. His free information helped me stop the calls and settle my debt.
What have you got to lose? Stop the calls now, get out of debt, and have more money. Get Herb K's #1 debt secret absolutely free now. Call 888-352-7726. That's 888-352-7726. 888-352-7726.
Hundreds of nations have fallen to tyranny in the last century alone. This is our last chance to not relive history.
As we're finishing off this agenda, they'll be pulling the rug from underneath Americans at home.
They have tremendous influence on our president and Congress, and they really are calling the shots.
I think it's incumbent upon all of us as American citizens to pay attention.
Fall of the Republic identifies the enemies of our nation, the criminal offshore cartel, hell-bent on destroying sovereignty, and on its ashes constructing world government.
Tim Geithner, Bernanke, they're arsonists. They're asking for more matches. And the Congress is saying, who do we make the check out to?
Today, it seems like nobody does care. And right now in Washington, D.C., we have seen a fall of the Republic.
Get your copy of Fall of the Republic on DVD at Infowars.com or watch it online right now in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Hi, I'm Mark Craighead, founder of Crossbreed Holsters. I designed our top-selling holster, the Super Tuck Deluxe, to solve the problems of being poked, pinched, and gouged while carrying concealed. The Super Tuck Deluxe is the most comfortable, most concealable holster on the market today. We offer a 2-week free trial and a lifetime warranty.
Visit us at crossbreedholsters.com. Don't forget, CrossbreedHolsters.com.
Hi, this is Ted Anderson. Have you ever wondered why banks, stockbrokers, investment advisors won't talk about gold IRAs? They've been available since 1986, yet the financial industry won't recognize the value of gold for your retirement. Gold has outperformed paper investments, yet no word about IRAs. If you would like to have gold for your retirement, call 800-686-2237. Don't get left behind by rising inflation and low returns. Call 800-686-2237. Secure your future and call 1-800-686-2237.
Well, this is a huge subject, and the globalists love to divide and conquer. You know, they have camps that say the Catholics are the center of all evil, or Masons are, or Jews. And what I found from my research is that humans are all humans. People are people. You got good people, you got bad people from all groups. But there were systems developed in Europe in the last 2,000 years of manipulation, of control. A lot of it borrowed from the Roman Empire and their 500 years of managing an empire, 500 plus years, from 100 BC to 410. So we're talking about 600 plus years there. And I just want to get people thinking, and that's why this film, A Lamp in the Dark, is so important. We have it discounted when you get it with some of the other films from Chris Pinto. Again, all available at Infowars.com. And I'm glad that Chris made this film, A Lamp in the Dark, and everyone needs to get it at Infowars.com or by calling toll-free 888-253-3139 or send 1995 to P.O. Box 19549, Austin, Texas, 78760. Chris, we got 4 minutes left. Other points you want to make about A Lamp in the Dark?
Well, one point that I wanted to make, just to address something that you've been saying, Alex, we try to make the point in the film that most all of your major reformers through the Middle Ages and the Dark Ages were Catholic priests, guys like John Wycliffe, William Tyndale, Martin Luther, Jan Hus, Jerome of Prague. All of these were Catholic priests who began reading the Bible, and they just fell in love with the Word of God, and they began to speak out on behalf of the truth. And some of them never actually even left the Catholic priesthood. They were defrocked, like Tyndale and so on. Even in the 19th century, Charles Chiniquy, who wrote the book 50 Years in the Church of Rome, where he's trying to warn America about really Rome's infiltration of the United States and their plan to take over the country. Well, I know
one thing, and this is what I really don't like. The Catholic Church is promoting breaking down our borders, not just in Europe, but with Mexico, and bankrupting our nation and making us a third world police state like Latin America. That's something you can definitely nail on the Vatican's door.
Well, they believe there are those who research that. From what I'm reading, they believe like that the influx of the Irish immigrants, the Italian immigrants, these are all Catholics coming in, and that the popes for over 100 years have wanted to flood this country with Roman Catholics. And they believe that's the reason why they want all of the Mexicans to come in through the border to build up the Catholic population so they'll vote according to the commandments of the papacy.
But separately, we have the immigrants voting for abortion and things and supporting Obama with this new fake coffee party, stealing our idea to actually help the Tea Party be more constitutional and take it back away from the Republicans. Again, I'm trying to figure all this out, Chris. And
well, with Rome, here's a picture I would give, Alex, very quickly. When the Pope came to America, George Bush, the conservative Republican president, came and met him, right, and honored him greatly. And with him was Nancy Pelosi, the ultimate left-wing liberal, who came and bowed down and kissed his ring. People often think of Rome as being conservative, but they forget the liberal side of Rome. The Kennedy family is very Roman Catholic, and they're very pro-abortion, very liberal, and so on. It was Notre Dame that brought Obama in and then gave him his honorary degree and had him, speak there, even though he holds these wild abortion views and so on. Rome tries to grab everybody on the right hand and on the left hand and bring them all together into this world system.
But as you said, just as it was 500 years ago, there are a lot of Catholics worldwide who are very conservative and are upset about what's happening.
Absolutely. And it's often said that if Catholics in America knew fully what the Vatican was up to, they would be outraged.
All right. Well, Chris Pinto, amazing film. People should watch it and make up their mind for themselves, do more research. A Lamp in the Dark, the Untold History of the Bible, available at Infowars.com. Chris, we eagerly await your next release. We'll talk to you again soon in the future. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Alex. Take care. Bye-bye.
We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen.